have the pleasure now, having warmed up the crowd suitably, to hand the microphone off to my terrific senior colleague, the senior member of our House delegation, Congressman Joe Angelo.
Sheldon, thank you very much, and good morning, everyone. I'm thrilled to be here, and I want to echo the words of Secretary Roberts as he spoke so well about Sheldon, and thank him for his leadership. Our delegation is members of the Health Committee in the Senate. He's really at the center in so many ways of what we do on healthcare reform. I thank him for his leadership. Proud to be with my colleague in the House, Congressman Cicilline, but I do want to recognize the leadership, of course, of Governor Raimondo and Secretary Roberts, and congratulate you on what you've done, put together this great proposal that the federal government recognized that it's worth backing, and I thank you for all you're doing, your ongoing commitment to improving Rhode Island's healthcare system. And we also recognize President Sanchez and President Hughes and Rose Hayes, and thank them for the contributions that they are making in the healthcare realm and training the workforce, and I'll speak more about that in just a second. But all of our healthcare providers who are here in the room this morning, thank you for what you're doing in the front lines. John, I appreciate you sharing your story, a very powerful message, and as you can imagine, John's story is very personal to me, and I saw so much of myself in the things that John was saying. You know, I remember very early on when I had my spinal cord injury, and my world changed forever, that I was very fortunate in a lot of ways that I had that support system around me from the very beginning. Both my family and the community is what inspired me to go into public service. The resources were there, me to have CNAs come in so that I could begin living a very independent and active life. It allowed me to be involved in the community, going to college, going to the legislature, and it resulted in a lifelong commitment to government service. But I've never forgotten where I come from and the importance of making sure that everybody has those resources so that they can live actively and independently in the community, as John has described. I've often thought of people that are in institutional care, and Zamorano perhaps in particular, and I've gone up there and I've spoken about this many times about, you know, is it possible for some of the people at Zamorano to be living independently in the community? I think many people in this room remember Frank Beasley, who was a constant voice for change and advocacy, came up here and spoke at the State House often when there were potential budget cuts to the healthcare system or to Zamorano in particular, or people that in Frank's situation others would have been affected. And that was a powerful voice to speak against those cuts. Often was very successful in seeing those things reversed. You know, Frank and I had pretty much about the same level of spinal cord injury. And the difference between me being in institutional care and Frank being in institutional care was that support system around him. And I think that with the kind of resources that are available today, although Frank has passed and we honor his memory, that there are so many other people that going forward will benefit from the work that has been done on this program today. I also say that I'd still like to see us take this another step further and making sure that people with disabilities, people who need these support services, can, if they're able to and want to, able to enter the workforce. Because society is deprived of their skills and their talents in so many ways. It would not make it possible for people to enter the workforce. There are still barriers that exist, and that's something that I've continued to try to address in Congress. And I spoke to the governor about it even before and after she was sworn in, and I know that that's an ongoing role that she had and I have as well. But I am just thrilled with this announcement here today. I've long believed that the path to better healthcare involves a system that rewards quality over quantity, strengthens care coordination, improves healthcare outcomes, responds to patients' needs, invests in a quality workforce, and focuses on healthcare living. The healthcare system transformation project aims to achieve so many of these important goals. properly implemented, I know will lead to better healthcare system that truly addresses the needs of our most vulnerable citizens in the communities in which they live. Of course, transforming a healthcare system is no easy task. As many of us know from personal experience, I know that I've been involved in healthcare reform for more than 20 years over my days in the legislature when I was there to both create the right care and the right share system, and the ongoing work we've done over the years, and certainly being in Congress at a time when we passed the Affordable Care Act. And so I know that if change can happen, it doesn't come easily necessary, but if we all work together with that common goal, that it will happen, and it is happening here in Rhode Island. I'm so proud to see that Rhode Island is leading the way. That's why I'm so pleased to also see many healthcare education leaders here today, including President of my alma mater, President Sanchez, and also President Hughes and Provost Hayes, because you all are involved in training that, educating that next generation workforce. So it doesn't do us any good for anyone to have a healthcare card, healthcare coverage, if we don't have the providers and the support personnel in the community doing the work that is so important, so necessary. So I thank you for all the work you're doing. And I believe that by bringing the community stakeholders and the care providers and our institutions of higher learning together, I know that we can take a collaborative approach that will allow us to build a healthcare workforce and create a healthcare delivery system for the 21st century. So with that, we close by saying, as you continue your work at the state and local levels, I know that I and all the congressional delegations will continue our department partner with you and fighting for the policies and the resources that will allow all of us to build on our successes and create a stronger, more affordable, accessible